Gold Bullion is a very valuable currency in Fallout 76, because it's used to buy some of the best gear and camp items in the game, but you can only get so much of it every week. So in this video, I will be going over what you should prioritize buying with your Gold Bullion, as there are some things that you should probably buy first to save some time. But before we get into this video, if you're a fan of the Fallout games and the Fallout TV show, click the link in the pinned comment below to join my Fallout Discord server, where you can find other people to play Fallout 76 with, discuss the Fallout TV show, or just talk about anything related to Fallout. Now before we get into this, I just wanted to say that personally, I'm all for just having fun and buying the things that you're interested in. But with so many new players coming into Fallout 76, I've seen people ask in my Discord server what they should be buying first with their Gold Bullion. So if you want to just buy whatever sounds fun to you, then definitely go for it. But if you want to be a little strategic with what you buy to avoid wasting gold, then I'll help you out with that. Currently, there are 3 main Gold Bullion vendors in the game, which are Regs in Vault 79, Mortimer in the Crater, and Samuel in Foundation. And each vendor will be selling different items, so let's start with Regs. Regs will have a lot of great stuff for sale, but let's start with the armor. If you're a power armor main, you'll want to prioritize the T65 power armor. The T65 will have the highest physical damage resistance and the second highest radiation and energy resistances out of every power armor in the game. It doesn't come with any unique effects or legendary mods, but it's a very good set of power armor that's worth buying. The Strangler's Heart power armor is alright, but you'll get much more out of the T65, so I wouldn't waste the gold on the Strangler's Heart power armor until you have the T65. You can buy whichever mods that you want for the T65, but I would get the calibrated shocks first to increase your carry weight by 100 pounds. I also wouldn't waste any gold on the mods for the T65 arms, unless you're doing a melee build. But if you don't use power armor, you'll want to buy the plans for the Secret Service armor. This is one of the best non-power armor sets of armor in Fallout 76, and it's worth all of the gold that it costs. You'll also want to buy whichever plans for the mods for the Secret Service armor that you'll need for your build. Regs also sells the Solar and Thorn armors, and while these are very interesting and they can work well in specific situations, I wouldn't recommend buying these right away, and I would wait until you have your Secret Service armor first. Regs will also sell a few weapons, which will be the Crusader Pistol, Gauss Pistol, Plasma Caster, Plasma Cutter, and the Warglaive. And honestly, these are all pretty good weapons and I wouldn't regret buying any of them, or the mods for them. But you just want to start with the weapons that you intend to use for your build, or create a build for. If I had to pick just one of these weapons, I would buy the Plasma Caster as it's currently doing very well. So the T65, Secret Service armor, and the Plasma Caster would personally take priority when it comes to things to buy from Regs. Mortimer will also sell a lot of stuff, but to be able to see everything that he's selling, you'll need to reach the allied rank with the Raiders faction. Now Mortimer will specialize in 2 things, which are weapons and camp items. The weapons that Mortimer sells include the Gauss Minigun, Facebreaker, Cremator, and the Tesla Cannon. And again, all of these weapons and the mods for them are worth buying, but I would start with the Gauss Minigun or the Tesla Cannon. Even though the Gauss Minigun will be getting a nerf soon, it's still a weapon that you'll want to have available to you, and you can still get some use out of it until that nerf comes. But once you have the weapons that you want from Mortimer, you can then start buying the camp items that he's selling, like the ammo converter, weight bench, speed bag, exercise bike, arm wrestle machine, mechanical derby game, popcorn machine, radiation glove box, company tea machine, and the cryo freezer. These are all really great camp items, and they'll either provide you with food, freeze your food so it doesn't spoil as fast, or give you buffs that will increase your special stats when you use them at your camp. The weapons will directly affect your damage output and your build, so start by getting the weapons that you want, then you can slowly unlock these camp items and add them to your camp. Everything else can be worried about later as they aren't as important. And finally, we have Samuel in Foundation. And again, to see everything that Samuel sells, you'll need to be at the allied rank with the Settlers faction. But Samuel will be selling some interesting stuff. He only sells one weapon, and that will be the Gauss shotgun. And personally, I wouldn't recommend buying this as there are better shotguns in the game, like the Cold Shoulder. But the things that I would recommend buying would be the West Virginia slot machine, which will increase your luck stat, the Chinese stealth armor if you want to use a non-power armor stealth build, the Symptomatic, which will cure all of your diseases for free, and the espresso machine will generate canned coffee, which is a valuable and useful item. But Samuel also sells camp allies and collectrons. Collectrons will passively generate items at your camp, but you can only use one of them at a time. Out of all of the collectrons that Samuel sells, you'll want to prioritize either the Nuka-Cola Quantum or Red Rocket Collectron. The Nuka-Cola Quantum Collectron will generate Nuka-Colas, Ultracite, and Nuclear Waste. This is good for building up a supply of Ultracite for crafting, and Nuka-Colas for healing, selling, and challenges. And the Red Rocket Collectron will be good for generating high-quality junk items that you can scrap for resources. And allies can be placed in your camp, and they will each offer a different perk, but you can only use one of them at a time. In my opinion, Sam is probably the best ally that you can buy from Samuel because he randomly gives you one of 5 buffs, which will be things like reduced build cost, increased charisma, and reduced weight of junk items. But you'll want to do a little bit of research for each ally and see which one works best for you. And those are all of the best things that you can buy with your Gold Bullion. But of course, this can change from person to person as everyone will be interested in different things. So just use this as a reference as to what you should focus on buying first. But before this video ends, I do want to let you know of 2 little side tips. First, I'm pretty sure at least 85% of these items can be given to you as a reward when you complete a daily op in under 8 minutes. For example, I didn't buy my Symptomatic. I got it for free from a daily op which saved me a lot of gold. So make sure that you're doing your daily op every day to see if you get something that you wanted. And the second tip is that every week a vendor named Minerva will come to the game, and she'll be selling some of the items that Mortimer, Samuel, and Regs sell, but for a 25% discount. Minerva will come to the game every Monday morning, and then she'll stay until Wednesday morning, so make sure that you check to see what she's selling to save some gold. Another thing that I just remembered is that there's a Gold Bullion vendor named Wendy in Highwaytown that new players can easily run into. This vendor will just be selling snow globes and outfits, and while these might sound cool, they aren't very beneficial to new players. So I would avoid buying anything that she's selling until later on in the game. And that's pretty much it, but I would love to know what you think is worth buying with Gold Bullion in the comments below. I hope this video helps you save some gold, and thank you for watching.